Hello, everybody, and welcome. We've got ourselves a little bit more from the Homeboy Dramatic 101. This is Horrific slash Gruesome Deaths in Chicago, Part 124. Yes, I had to hold my nose again and go to Rumble, but as I've said before, the man has good content, and it's more than worth the emotional scarring of going onto that fucking pisshole website. Anyway, let's get this started, Charlie. Joe Stokes, Reginald Patterson, Edward Washington, and Lamar McCoy. There's a lot of people. On November 8th, 1994, four men were selling Karachis, cigarettes laced with heroin and other drugs in a 6,000 block of South Wentworth Avenue, when four other men approached them with the intent to rob them. Alright. As the four dealers were being robbed, one of them flinched, causing himself and the other three victims to be fatally shot in the head as they stood next to Sox Food and Liquors. Okay, so clearly the robber or robbers were it was more than one person, right? Yeah, it was four robbers. Okay. So the four robbers clearly they were not ready for this and got a little nervous. The four murdered men were Joe Stokes, 48, Reginald Patterson, 31, Edward Washington, 41, and, wait a minute, Reginald Patterson was 31, I'm sorry, Edward Washington, 41, and Lamar McCoy, 21. Uh-oh. Accused. You know what that means. That means there was some skullduggery afoot. I would not be surprised if we heard John Burge involved in this one. The accused killer is Jerome B.D. Fido Golden. From the Black Disciples. More than 2 months later, Jerome Golden, aka B.D. Fido, was arrested and charged with quadruple murder of Joe Stokes, Reginald Patterson, Edward Washington, and Lamar McCoy. Apparently, Fido only served as a lookout for the other three accomplices who all got away. Right. And in 97, Fido was sentenced to life. His mug shot in 24. Oh shit! That's a different result. Damn, the lookout got life and the actual killers got away. Oof. Woo. Yeah, don't even be in the same spot as killers, man. It's not good for you. Oh fuck me. Anyway, Miguel Ramirez. On July 4th, 2005, 17-year-old Miguel Ramirez's body was found in the street in the 200 block of National Street in Elgin. Ramirez suffered 11 bruises to the back of his head, one to his neck and one to his chin. Ramirez also had swollen lips and bruises around his eye. Damn, he got beat to death apparently, eh? Ramirez died later that day from hemorrhaging in his skull and neck injuries. That'd do it. And here's the killers: Freddy de la Sancha and Rafael Borja. Freddy de la Sancha was arrested September 6th in Texas as he was attempting to cross the border into Mexico. Right. Rafael Borja had been arrested September 23rd in Georgia on misdemeanor charges, and a check of his fingerprints turned up an Illinois warrant charging him with first-degree murder. So the story goes, on July 3rd, 2005, De La Sancha and Borja went to the Azteca de Oro nightclub in Elgin. While there, Miguel Ramirez was apparently flirting with the men's girlfriends and asked Borja's girlfriend to dance with him. Really? Again, y'all gonna throw your whole fucking life away over a girl. Man, fuck that shit. De La Sancha and Borja took offense to that and called Ramirez outside to fight, but jumped him instead, punching him and kicking him with pointed-toe cowboy boots. Even after he fell to the ground and pleaded with the two to stop, Borja's cowboy boots had Ramirez's blood on them and matched impressions left on Ramirez's face. So they didn't even get rid of the shoes. Ergo, the cops were able to get these dumb motherfuckers dead to rights. On the ride home from the club, De La Sancha bragged about the incident, saying, "I got good." After Ramirez died, De La Sancha and Borja left town. Did they take their girlfriends? I'm guessing they didn't. Self-centered pieces of shit. At the beginning of February 2007, De La Sancha was sentenced to 21 years in prison. At the beginning of August 2007, Borja was sentenced to 25 years in prison. So they should be out pretty soon. Oof. It looks like shit now. AT Bashtown. On July 26, 2023, 31-year-old Anton Benoit, aka AT, was standing in a lot at the Shell gas station on 86th and State when three men jumped out of an SUV with guns and started shooting AT. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope this wasn't in broad daylight, cause I mean, I wish it hadn't happened at all, but fucking hell, criminals get stupider and stupider with the passing of time, don't they? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. I'd rather they were fucking dumb as shit. Makes it easier for the cops to get them. Over 20 shots were fired, and AT received most of those bullets to the chest and body. Do it. AT was pronounced dead at the University of Chicago Hospital.
Well, listen, Karen, the victim is 31-year-old Anton Benoit. He is from Chatham. He grew up in a very close family. He is one of 7 children. Family members say they hope that the surveillance video released today by police will help catch Benoit's killers.
This is 2023. I wonder if the cameras are decent or if it's another case of the store having shitty cameras from the 90s. Let's see.
A small memorial left by Anton Benoit's family remains on the sidewalk outside the Shell gas station where the 31-year-old was killed a few days ago. Surveillance video from several different angles captures Benoit's brazen killers getting out of their black Dodge Durango and opening fire.
Jesus. That what? One, that was in broad daylight, and two, those guys, the way they're dressed, you could tell they were going there to kill somebody.
Know who somebody is, and I mean, if we knew something, we'll say something, and we love everybody, so just try to help my brother.
Benoit's relatives, who did not want their faces shown, are asking for the public's help in finding the men who killed Anton at the Shell on the corner of 86th and South State. He apparently was pulled up at pump number 1 when the men opened fire around 4:10 on a Wednesday afternoon.
He loved helping people, he loved laughing, he loved smiling.
Family members say Benoit was excited to begin a new job at FedEx after spending a few years in and out of prison.
He looked.
Oh man, he was trying to turn his shit around, man. You know, that's the thing, man. Like, you always want to see people like change their life for the better, But sometimes, man, you just don't get the chance, you know? Sometimes you cross the wrong person and it's over, you know? It's fucking... It's sad that people just can't, like, just be able to leave certain things behind, you know? Go clean and shit, right?
Forward to building his own family. He looked forward to changing his life around. He was changing his life around. He was doing a really good job.
Oh fuck! They haven't found the kill. Wait a minute. You know what I'm doing? Nope, the case is still unsolved. That's fucking sad as shit, man. Then again, they were dressed for the occasion, so it might be a little more difficult. Anyway, Itzel Camarena. On the morning of February 18th, 2024, 24-year-old Itzel Camarena went to an apartment in the 2800 block of South Vernon to visit a friend. While in the apartment, Camarena, who was 6 months pregnant, was strangled before being shot in the face. Okay, was it the friend or was it an ex? Or was it a robbery? My money's on the ex. After being killed, her corpse was dragged out of the apartment and left in a nearby alley. Fast forward to April 5. Dontrell Anderson, Itzel Camarena's killer.
Murder suspect Dontrell Anderson will remain behind bars after he's deemed a public safety risk by a Cook County judge. This as the family of the 24-year-old pregnant woman he's accused of murdering still has so many unanswered questions.
Okay, I'm gonna go off to the side in a little tangent here. Someone accused of murder or attempted murder, like, I get innocent until proven guilty, all that shit. But why are any of them ever given bond? Like, the nature of the charges means you're inherently a flight risk. You know? Like, does anybody get bonded out and just actually stay, or, you know, actually not try to fucking flee? Because murder's serious, bro. Like, that's one of those things where that could fuck your whole life up. So I can imagine the temptation to escape is so high. It seems like it'd be dangerous to give people bond. At least this guy seems not to have done so, not to have gotten bond in this case.
The family of 24-year-old Itzel Camarena leaves court today, one step closer to getting justice.
He took 2 lives away from me. You know, it's my first granddaughter, and I'm not going to be able to see her first steps. He took my first daughter.
26-year-old Dontrell Anderson was arrested Friday and extradited to Chicago from Wisconsin. He's been charged with murder and concealing a homicide. Investigators say Anderson strangled and fatally shot 24-year-old Camarena in the face on the morning of February 18th as she visited him at his family's apartment in the 8200 block of South Vernon Avenue.
Oh shit, it was the friend. Okay.
In the city's Chatham neighborhood. Prosecutors say Anderson shot Camarena on a couch and that they have surveillance video of Anderson dragging Itzel's body, which was wrapped in a white sheet, out to the alley. Police also recovered a bloody couch cushion, but never said if any weapons were found. Camarena was 6 months pregnant.
What this individual did, it's so not fair. You know, why would he do this to somebody?
Camarena's family says Itzel and Anderson went to high school together. In court, Anderson's public defender says he admits to being in the apartment and knowing the victim, but denies committing the murder.
Oh. So he's on camera dragging the body just for nothing, right? Come the fuck on, man. That's just so obvious.
Anderson went to high school together. In court, Anderson's public defender says he admits to being in the apartment and knowing the victim, but denies committing the murder.
Based on the evidence that they have, my daughter will get her justice. She will get her justice.
Relatives say Camarena was excited about motherhood and dreamed of one day starting a cosmetics business, dreams that are now unrealized.
That's fucked up, bro. I don't understand it, man. I don't. Like, was there a reason for that shit? Let me see something. Let me see if there was ever any sort of resolution to that shit. The murder of Itzel Camarena. Oh, shit. Let me put this on the main window right quick. Nope, we're not starting yet. That there, and we got something from CBS News. Let's see how this turned out.
2 years, Vanessa Sanchez and her family prayed they would get justice after her pregnant daughter was found dead in an alley. That day has come, but it's not the outcome she expected.
14 years for 2 lives that he took away is not enough. Nothing will bring my daughter and my grandbaby back.
Fighting back tears, Vanessa Sanchez says she and her family are furious after finding out the man charged with manslaughter and hiding her daughter's body will face 14 years in prison.
14? 14. For that level of fucking savagery. Bro, what the fuck? Motherfucker should have at least gotten 30.
I just can't believe that 14 years is that's it.
In February,
I mean, the shit was clearly fucking first degree. It was clearly planned that he was gonna kill the bitch.
of 2024, Itzel Camarena was found dead in an alley near 82nd and Vernon Avenue with a gunshot wound to her face. She was 6 months pregnant. 2 months later, 28-year-old Dontrell Anderson was arrested in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. He was then extradited to Chicago. Anderson was initially charged with first-degree murder and concealing a homicidal death, but Sanchez says she was told his Miranda rights were violated.
You stupid twat.
Court date that I had stated that they violated his Miranda rights. I don't know if when they got him in Wisconsin or right here in Chicago when they brought him back over here. I think that's what messed up my daughter's case. That's something they're not saying on their end, but the state's attorney himself told me that.
A motion to suppress statement shows Chicago police detectives were in the process of informing Anderson his Miranda rights to consult an attorney when he says, "Get me a lawyer." Documents also show detectives continued speaking with him without an attorney.
Idiot.
Camarena's mother says the assistant state's attorney told her to take the plea deal. Today in court, prosecutors say the victim and Anderson were dating.
So they were dating in addition to being friends. Ah, fuck. So that's why he got so fucking light a sentence. It was either that or nothing, cause one of the cops fucked it. Man, when you're a cop, you gotta cross your T's and dot your I's. Being lazy like that, that's a great way to get a fucking case thrown out. Fucking hell.
They were in an apartment in the Chatham neighborhood when he shot her and dragged her body outside of the apartment. The assistant state's attorney says he was seen on surveillance video trying to hide her body behind a dumpster. Sanchez's family wearing shirts that say "Justice for Itzel." They too were upset about the amount of time he'll spend in prison.
Their anger and everything, it's not going to change nothing, but hopefully he feels what he did.
Sanchez says she wants people to remember her daughter as a loving person who was excited to become a mother.
Yeah, he ain't gonna learn shit. He got off easy. Not only that, but he gets to play the victim now. Fucking hell.
Reporting at Layton Criminal Courthouse, Sade Gray, CBS News, Chicago.
Well, that was fucking depressing. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Damn, that's a downer. Hey, we've got Kashard K.J. Herod. March 29, 2024, around 12:30 a.m., Chicago police and EMS were called to the area of 66 and Green for a male found unconscious on the ground. When they arrived, they found 27-year-old Kashad Herod in the middle of the street with his face and head trauma. He got beat up. Apparently, an Uber driver was passing through when he spotted Herod on the ground. Herod was listed as a John Doe at the time because his wallet was found later down the street from the crime scene. His family wasn't notified of his death until later that night. Oh, that sucks, man. Man, that's sad, man. To not even know for like hours on end. Oh, that's. And then you're like, wow, why is he not calling? Why is he not answering the calls and shit? You know, that's sad as shit, man. According to his family, Herod was dropping off a female at home when he was confronted by a male who was supposedly the girl's boyfriend or baby father. I'm guessing the latter. The male brutally beat Herod and drove away with his car, leaving him on the street for dead. Herod was rushed to University of Chicago Hospital, but was pronounced dead. Also, according to Herod's family, CBD placed the suspect in custody, but released him. Boy, they better have got him back. That's all I'm saying. Later on, someone spotted the possible offender that was released and took pictures of him. Both his hands were badly swollen with cuts on them. One hand was bandaged and wrapped up. Oh, telltale signs of somebody who just beat the shit out of somebody. No one has been arrested or charged with this senseless murder because of fucking course not. Because holy shit, the cops in Chicago, straight Keystone bullshit, man. Dexter Reed. On March 21st, 2024, 26-year-old Dexter Reed was pulled over by CPD in the Humboldt Park neighborhood for a seatbelt violation. After being surrounded by 5 police officers, Reed was being instructed to roll the window down and to step out the vehicle. But Reed did the opposite of both. Oh boy, is this a suicide by cop situation? Angered by the officer's hostile demands, Reed fired his gun and wounded a female officer. In return, more than 2 officers fired a total of 96 shots at Reed while still in the car. Even with Reed falling out of the car to the ground, the officers continued to shoot Reed. Well, maybe we need to stop firing once the guy's already dead. You know, just a thought. Fast forward to April 9.
Good to have you with us. I'm Joe Donlin.
And I'm Erica Sargent. We begin with breaking news. We're getting our first look today at body camera video capturing the chaotic moments before and after 26-year-old Dexter Reed was shot and killed by Chicago police. Officers firing nearly 100 shots.
We have team coverage breaking down what the video shows and the questions that remain, plus the reaction from family. We begin here at 5 with CBS 2 political reporter Chris Ty. Chris, a lot to dig into here. More than 30 videos released today.
That's right, Joe and Erica. COPA and an independent expert that we spoke with both indicated appears the driver, Dexter Reed, did indeed fire first. And before it was over, one of his shots struck an officer. But there are other questions, like how and why police zeroed in on him in the first place. Were they clear in why they pulled him over? And why a team of 5 was circling someone pulled over for what we're told was not wearing his seatbelt.
Fuck.
Roll the windows down.
Roll the window down, man. Roll the window down. What are you doing?
Within seconds of it beginning,
Open the door now! Open the door now!
These cops need to figure out some de-escalation techniques. You're not supposed to piss off the person, you know? Still his fault, and he still deserved what he got, but damn. You know, maybe don't go looking for people who are on their, who are looking for their 13th reason why. Maybe let's not do that.
it escalates at a frantic and deadly pace. But why? 19 nights ago, for reasons we are told are limited to a traffic stop, a failure to wear a seatbelt, a team of 5 tactical officers circled 26-year-old Dexter Reed.
Very quickly going from seatbelt to guns drawn, point of greatest danger, guns drawn.
Oh, fucking hell. So they pulled the guns out, and you probably thought they were going to shoot him anyway, so fuck it, right?
What gets it there? Why?
Professor David Harris of the University of Pittsburgh says if Reed shot first, as Copa says he did, the officers were justified in returning fire. But some big questions remain, like did the officers explain to the 26-year-old why they were surrounding his car?
That is a missing piece. You would expect cars pulled over. Sir, I stopped you for X. And I didn't hear that.
What we did hear
was a shit ton of gunfire.
A barrage of gunfire as the suspect off in the distance appears to lay lifeless on the ground. His weapon, Copa says, was later found inside the vehicle.
Once that firing starts and the adrenaline pumps, police will often continue firing until they get a very clear command to stop.
In a statement, Copa says it appears after Mr. Reed did not comply with commands, officers pointed their firearms and that Mr. Reed fired first.
If you fire at police, you should expect return fire. There's just no other way of looking at it.
But at the same time, goddamn, you know, why pull the guns over seatbelts? That's the fuck I want to know. There had to have been something else. Had to be. In fact, hold on a second. What the fuck was Darren, right? First name? Dexter, okay. Alright, let's do some more poking around, because there's no fucking way that was here we are. Telling a Dexter Reed. Been shot in 2021. Okay. Good speech blindness of one eye. Was tried to possess a firearm with a revoked. On April 4th. Chicago City Council rejected the settlement. Okay. But they later said he was pulled over for having tinted windows. Alright. So we're already seeing the motive for the stop fluctuating. Alright. So told him to roll down the window. Now roll it back up. Officer told Reed to unlock the door. Okay, told the officers. Alright, so okay, so he rolled the window down at first, but then he rolled it back up. Probably didn't say much because of the PTSD and the issues with his memory. He probably wasn't thinking straight. So now we have a situation of someone who maybe should have been handled with a bit more care, but was acting erratically, and we do have a problem in this country of asking our police to also be mental health experts, and that's just not what they're equipped for.
So do tactical teams routinely conduct traffic stops?
Good question.
Copa told us that's a question for the CPD, but they are looking into it, as Copa is an agency that does that sort of thing. And what their task was that day, that is another big question here moving forward. Copa adding the officers did not know anything about Reed's history when they pulled him over.
3 days later.
For the first time, we're hearing from Chicago's top cop about the death of a man killed by Chicago police during a traffic stop.
CBS 2's Sabrina Franza had the chance to ask Superintendent Larry Snelling about the investigation. Sabrina, what did you learn?
There are still many unanswered questions surrounding Dexter Reed's death. Investigators are still looking into why Chicago police stopped him in the first place, why a tactical team was conducting a traffic stop for a seatbelt violation. Now, investigators preliminarily believe that Reed fired first, but now we finally have the opportunity to ask Chicago's police superintendent what happened.
Oh, I'm curious about this.
A police officer was shot. A man lost his life.
In his first appearance since the public saw and heard, Chicago police officers fire 96 shots in 41 seconds, striking and killing 26-year-old Dexter Reed during a traffic stop. Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling says at least for now, the officers will keep their police powers.
I will not make a decision to strip officers until that investigation unfolds.
Appearing sometimes at odds with the agency investigating the killing, Chicago's Civilian Office of Police Accountability, who had recommended the officers be relieved of their police powers while the investigation continues, in part because the same tactical group was being looked at for another traffic stop a few weeks ago.
Oh, so they just do this. They just run up on people for traffic offenses.
The superintendent pointed out Copa has yet to interview those officers.
We should let a proper investigation play out, and it should be fair across the board. Nothing and no one should be judged in the court of public opinion. So my concern is that the integrity of the investigation isn't jeopardized, and all of the evidence is collected and looked at.
One of the police officers involved, just 23 years old. Snelling was asked how that person made it to a specialized tactical team.
This is something that we're looking into. And when something happens, we make the assessments, and this is part of my training background. I look at game time film. Where can we improve?
All right. Everyone except Dexter Reed, that's fair. You know, still, I think it would be better if we didn't have whole ass teams just trying to destroy a whole bunch of motherfuckers, just trying to provoke fights. But again, I can't really be too hard on that incident, at least, because like I said before, fucking, you can't really expect people to be able to understand people's mental issues on every day, right? It's sad, man. That's what that is. It is sad all around. Besides, the cops, I don't know if it was Wisconsin or Chicago, already proved themselves stupid with that one case. Fucking 14 years. Alright. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, God bless you.